Welcome back, guys. I'm Gabe Posada, Jack Wattley, Discus. In the process of building the new hatchery, I forgot completely that we brought you a bunch of accessories for the Milwaukee MA957. We've been selling this one for 30 years, tried, tested, the max. Can't talk enough good things about this thing. But now what we're doing is we brought in some new solenoids, a little bit higher end, a little bit better than these cheesy ones, okay? These are things that you can add on, but it's not just the add on and change. The bubble counter actually has a check valve in it so that the oil doesn't run down and ruin your solenoid, which is what usually happens, because when it turns off, all the oil runs back. Okay, that's number one. But now, for the guys that can't get enough planted aquariums, rather than buy one of these and a tank for every single one of the tanks that you own, now we're going to offer splitters. So basically, you can just mount on the splitter where the original bubble counter goes, and now out of the same solenoid, you have two outputs, three outputs, four outputs, or the Mac Daddy with six outputs. Now this particular one, we mounted the bubble counter on it with the solenoids all on. Obviously each one of these will have their own bubble counter solenoid check valve thingy to whatever amount you want, okay? But I'm going to show you how simple it is. You don't even need tools. You can do this with your hand. It is to mount these on. What you do is you unscrew the original bubble counter, which is the plastic thingy. It has zero check, okay? So the oil does go through, and that's what's giving you problems probably with your solenoid. And then they send you this extension. And what we're going to do is we're going to mount the extension where the original one went. Okay? And now it's as simple as this. You mount this right on top. Enough clearance to go over the dials. Okay? And now you can regulate up to 6 tanks if you wanted to. All right? I don't think basically that this isn't going to be any more expensive or a lot more expensive than having to have 6 separate tanks and 6 separate units. All right, so this is for the people that have a lot of tanks, whether they're small, large, medium, whatever you want, and each one of them you can regulate. So if you have a small little 5-gallon tank and you only need 1 bubble per 5 seconds, you can regulate that. If you've got a 300-gallon tank and you need 2 bubbles per second, you can. So each one of these it would be like having an individual unit for each individual tank, except now you're going to save a ton of money by putting them all together. So I'm hoping that these will go up and we can mount them for you if you want, or we can send you just the kit. We're going to offer both options. Like I said, you don't even need tools to do this. These lock right in and you won't have any leaks, and they have tiny little O-rings that come with them so that there's no leakage between, like for example, the bubble counter and the solenoid valve, or the entire unit and the original one that was here. By the way, one thing I forgot to say, if you do it up this way, what you want to do is you want to open up this all the way, because now you're going to regulate on top. All right, so I'm hoping that this makes a lot of you happy, especially you aquaculturists who absolutely got to have 30 of these in the house. Okay, I understand, because you know the audio engineer has 10,000 fish tanks, but that's neither here nor there. Welcome back. It's my privilege and my pleasure to be with you guys and to offer you all these things at a tremendous price. Have a great one, guys.